ho, ho, ho. Well, we start our combo video with a Mortal Kombat. This is one of those 19-inch conversions. This used to be a main event, Konami's smash hit. And it's a great cabinet for a Mortal Kombat. You just wait a minute. Who is ahead? Ty. Anyway, what we've done, going over the whole machine. Oh, they got the back. Who put the back door on this? Well, new power supply, monitor rebuilt, yada, yada, yada. So, I need somebody to hold the camera while I film the firepower. While I talk about it. Kurt, please. But when somebody has to. I mean, you can't all be busy. You're recruited. You may open the flap on the side. Wait a minute, don't come over yet. I got a surprise. I gotta get the surprise ready. Thanks a lot. Okay, now you can come over.
Found
Thanks
Kurt.
a lot. What? What's he doing?
Found Kurt.
What did Kurt do?
I found him.
Oh. Oh, you know what? Before we go over, we are going through and reheating the boards. The original factory board on the Cyclone. It doesn't appear like there's anything wrong, but these, in fact, there's probably one or two of these that are ice cold, meaning that if you wiggle these connectors, they will.
Sorry.
You know, listen, bonehead.
You gonna hold it for me the whole time?
So Kurt is going to reflow solder on all the connections. Okay? We have run out of room on the space. But anyway, let's go back and show you this firepower. Okay. It's done. Yes. It doesn't look anything like it did when we started. Nope. As a matter of fact, come over here. See our play field in the center. This has all been repainted and it's sealed in Mylar. So the paint will never go away again. But let me show you what we started with, because this game didn't look anything like it does now. Tony has made an interesting find on this firepower we just started working on. Now, let's see if our people can spot the fix. Now, you already took the bow tie off. Let's slowly go up the play field and see if you can find the fix. Yes, what a perfect place to put the coil stop. Now, very cleverly though, now look, they've got a tip 122 under the screw so they could get the, I guess the hole was too big. So they put the tip and the coil stop there, and now the ball doesn't go down this annoying ramp
because
and
this
kick out.
fried.
Because this fried and the ball was getting stuck there.
There was another coil too underneath. So if this probably fried, they replaced it, then it fried again, and instead of figuring out the problem,
we don't have
coil
to fix
stop.
this. We'll just use the coil stop, and as a convenient washer, a tip 122. Now listen, this has got to be the first time that a tip 122 is used as a washer. What a great idea. Wait a minute. Don't we have a drawer? Tony, well, we have 102s. Tony, I want you, here's our tip 102s, which are the heavier portion. I want you to add below there washers.
I will.
See, all this area will be touched up. See all this? That's gone. That's going to be history soon. You saw what Stephen had to deal with. See, he's already started by painting in the exact, I guess it would be a cream color, right, Stephen? Yeah. Cream and yellow. So he's carefully matching up all the original symbols. It's going to be a treat when he's done.
For who?
For the customer. Oh boy, that's a lot different than it started, isn't it? Look at the center. Well, well, well. See, the steady progression in this game. I gotta admit, I did like the stop there to keep the ball from kicking up. Let me turn the light out. That makes it more impressive. Super bright LEDs throughout the playfield. And this time, we do every game a little different. This time we've lit the holes, all 3 holes with color changer LEDs. And we got super bright green lighting up the spots, the green rollovers. Doesn't it look terrific? Just beautiful. We have whites in the center, put red here of course, and then whites here, but then he added green here at the bottom. And I think that's a nice touch. We also put mirrors on the side, and we pick up some nice reflections off the mirror that reflect back on the playfield. Beautiful machine. Oh, Frank, you're in. How's our baby?
My baby's doing great. I don't know about your baby.
Did you know that you saw pictures last night? Here is little Aubrey. Aubrey Rose. Isn't she sweet? Yes, a new Tuckey, or TNT baby. A new TNT baby. Anyway, let's look behind the back glass.
Send him support check.
You can't say that on my videos. Anyway, look here. We got color changers that light up our planet right here in the center. These 5, and then we have red and yellow, blue and green. A real nice spread throughout this playfield here. I think it looks terrific. Back here, look what we've done here. You know, we left the original paper for the sound. It's kind of really tattered, but we thought that would be left alone. We've recapped the power supply, obviously, and the soundboard has a new cap. And we have our lithium battery here that our customer can change himself. We've done the switch upgrades here. We also replaced all the resistors here. We have brand new ones and brand new interconnect here. See, all that's been changed, okay? It's going to Canada, to Mark. Hey, Mark. And our board, we serviced the board. We put a new 5101 in, and that's in a socket, so that'll be easy to change should it ever fail. It better not. Now, look at this back glass. Now, the back glass does look nice. It really does. You can't detect any of Steven's mastery touch-ups. He has touched it up, and we've sealed it wherever needed. Back glass is beautiful. But, let's see, we have a surprise for you, Mark. A surprise. Let me get to it. Oh. Look what I have for you, Mark. We opened it to make sure. We have a brand new back glass with a brand new chrome lifter rod. Brand new, Mark. A $350 value. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Now this we'll just throw out. No, actually, this firepower glass is available for purchase. It's $150 plus shipping. So if anybody does want it, where should we prop it up? Yeah, right here. You see, Mortal Kombat has a new use. All right. Make sure you put this here. Look. Anyway, we have our. Oh, you know what? We need to put this in free play. Right now it's on coin. Hear that nice knock sound we get? Good. So people like to hear the knocking. It's sort of like you're knocking at the front door when you come in. Of course, as you already know, first game with the lane change. Tons of new parts to put into this machine. Now, I think if you know the concept of the game, actually, let's turn this off. So you spell fire. Fire. Okay, and that lights your fire here. And power is over here, these 3 switches here. And there's our firepower. And you get 1 through 6. Okay? You get 3, you get your shield. Okay? You get all 6. See, when you hit them, they go out. It lights your locks. We have 2 lights lit. Lock. Here's our second ball. There's our third ball. But our top pole is not flashing. The only way to get that to flash, obviously, as you already know, is to do one more time. And then you ring right around and go into it. And look at that. Isn't that sharp how that counts down? Beautiful. Oh, Scott, I got multi-ball. What great soundtrack on this. Firepower was, in fact, a landmark game and had a very high run of machines. Alright, now we're back to regular single ball play. Beautiful game. Oh, we got one sitting at the top. This wasn't propped up very nicely, was it, Scott? Like that sound. The floor firing 8-inch woofer does sound terrific. Look at how nice our new backblast looks, Scott. Firepower always continued to entertain people. We saw at the pinball show, I think a lot of them knew this, originally these were drop targets and not targets. And I guess it made the game a little more clumsy to play because when you hit the drop target, it went down, you didn't get any more points. Now, if your play field was wired for drop targets, there would be a plug down here. And as you see, there is no plug. So this is not one of the original early birds. But I think you could actually do that if any of you elected to put the drop targets back in. I have not played a drop target game. The problem with drop targets, if you hit it, it drops. See here, the light's on, you can keep hitting it and getting points. So if you only had one target up, it would kind of kill it. There was probably a point, yes there was, a point switch behind it. So at least if you hit the rubbers, you would get some points. That would be kind of neat, just if you get a chance to play one of those machines. And they are out there. So you just have to figure out where they are. They got to be out there someplace. But anyway, I think we got everything covered with this, don't we? Yeah, I guess we do. Well, Mark, what do you think? It's time for the signing. Mark asked us to sign the back. Did I leave the pen? Where did I leave the pen? Alright, let's get to the signing. Here we go. Passing the pen on to Wallace. And make it a good signature, Wallace. Oh, we got a bunch. We got a bunch up here so far. Up to see who else we're missing. This is coming. This is an overhaul.
He doesn't care. All right, come on.
We brought this alive again. It was actually in very nice physical condition, but the rubbers were shot. There were a lot of lights out. The connectors were burned from the regular light bulbs. But that won't happen again because it's got, yes, super bright LEDs throughout. We took the 3 red caps and put 3 clear and 3 color changers in. I think that's very effective. Actually, I didn't. Tony did this one. Tony, you did this one, right? Cyclone?
Yes. Jason did.
Jason? Well, you know it's either Jason, Tony, and Steven's done some in the pinch. Beautiful machine now. Beautiful machine. It did start out very nice, but look, we've got blinding super brights up here. We also put the mystery wheel with all different colors. These are the 3 LEDs that you can get from Pinball Life, and now they sell 4 LEDs too. Isn't that beautiful? And all these, of course, are all different colors too. Gorgeous, as usual. We had to take the mystery wheel out, clean the optic, and reheat these connectors. And the optic actually had some cold solder joints, and so did all these boards. This top board and this board all the light sockets had to be reheated. The solder was all cracked, and of course the relay boards. These are always ice cold. Oh my gosh, every one. And the interconnect board you saw us working on earlier, that Kurt did. Yes, Kurt was in here farting around, weren't you, Curtis? He's working the camera. Look, he's got new caps on the board. This board's been done. Kurt, there is no TNT sticker on this.
Or that, or that.
Or that. When are you going to put them on?
It's somebody else's department.
Like me?
Yep.
Now, we have, or no, not we, Jason has added one new thing. He has lit our hole here, our Spookcast hole, with a color changer. And it's actually very effective when the light's out. You can actually see it up there. Very, very nice effect. Look, still had the original flags on it. That kind of tells you that it didn't get the abuse that these normally got. Now, our Ferris wheel has a new rubber. You can get the rubbers from Pinball Resource. He has them there. So that is no problem. And we also, what else did we do? Well, we built the flippers, of course. Look how clean that thing is on the side. There goes that ball, Kurt. Who, in their right mind, lifts up these machines and let the balls go? That drives everybody nuts when I do that. And you know why? Because I can do anything I want.
I think you'd be smart enough to take them out by now.
Okay, look. The flippers had to get everything new. New coils, sleeves, ender strokes, coil stops. We also took both brackets out and scrubbed them. They were cruddy. We also changed the sleeves because you have to, because when this thing slides up and down, it goes nuts. And look, from Marco Specialties, a brand new ramp. All right, they have the ramps, and we also put a piece of tape over the bottom. So when the ball drops down, hopefully it will not smash that after too many smashes. But do you see what else we did to the cabinet sides? Look. We've installed what we call a light-o-matic.
Shut this light off so you can see it.
Shut that light off, Kurt. There we go. See? Light-o-matics, courtesy of Bendy's. Bendy. And look at the effect on the other side, Curtis.
Wow.
Aren't we great? You could do, you know what? It's interesting because you can come along and do almost anything you want with these games now, because you can do more, you can do less. There's so many things you can add now. And soon people will start making toppers. The only thing we have up here now is a piece of masking. We keep that roll up there.
It's the Ferris wheel. Stand up. There you go. It's the Ferris wheel.
See?
Nice.
Shall we move on to another game? Mm-hmm. Steven is dying for us to film the, what's that game? That's Gold Mine, or Shuffle In. Shuffle In. So I think we should move on to Gold.
Gold? Shuffle In.
Is it time for this clip?
I suffer from short-term memory loss.
There we go. Look, show you what we're doing before you see it. We're installing new covers, and we're putting in the pin scores from Marco's. So we've already washed this board. This board was cruddy. It's all been washed with LEDs now. We've also serviced the logic board with the button battery, and see what we did here. And here's the new board. We have to reconnect everything. But there'll be no more high voltage in this game. All low voltage, courtesy of Pin Score's wonderful displays. You can see we're working on an older style one over there. We will come back to this shortly when it's done.
Good idea. Get the hell out of here.
Wow. Wallace, what are you doing?
I'm over here shaking the game.
Here we have, there's a millipede cocktail. That is going out.
I gotta go back to work.
No, wait a minute. I was going to, but, you know, but, Wallace, but. Well, he has finished the cabinet work. This was a mess. Look at the size of this control panel. Oh my gosh, enormous control panel on this machine here, the Strike Zone Baseball. So you're going to be seeing this very soon. Oh, Walter, you got to help me finish. Everybody left. Look, what a lineup. Up, it's all coming. But our last video for tonight, Walter, is going to be this machine, and I'm going to hand you the camera. You know, everybody has left for good reason. 20 after 10. This machine is going out tomorrow. Look at this. Gorgeous, beautiful stuff around. Yep, we have. We still have to clean up the play field.
It's a little late.
Yeah, it's a little late. Yeah, but I want to show
detail
you
work.
what we did. This has gotten quite a rebuild. Well, you can see we take the machines completely. Look over here, Walter. We take the machines completely apart, pull the boards. All this is rebuilt. So if you look over on this one now, our new rubbers, our new metal frame, all new paint on this high gloss black. We've taken this tray out. You've seen that in the past where we have the trays out. All this is scrubbed and cleaned. All the circuit boards are in fact reflowed with solder. All right, let's get this up here for a second. Look what we've done. That's the plastic piece for the top. Look, we put brand new pin scores. Okay, these are the new LED displays that replace the original glass high voltage display. They are supposed to have a minimum of 20 years life. I suspect if they work for a month, they'll work for the rest of your life.
As long as you own the machine.
Yes. The master display board is here, and you can actually adjust how bright you want the displays. So if you want them dimmer, there is a nice brightness adjustment on that. Isn't that nice? Did you see, Walter, were you showing the 50? Okay.
I was.
I just make sure. Now
Yeah.
look, power supply doesn't need the high voltage. It's all gone, unused. We only use the 5 volts on here. We make our 5 and our 12 volts right here. But we've changed all the capacitors that do that. So many people don't change the caps on that. Or they change the big one for nothing else. We change all of them. We also have our lithium battery that will run for 4 to 5 years and can be purchased at the local drugstore. Back here in the back, Walter, can you get behind me? Okay. Let me just get this back in. I want to show you, plus the customer is getting it. When the machine arrives, we're going to have all the plugs marked. But what you're going to do is, after you carefully plug everything in, you're going to lace them through these side things. See? Everything nicely fits in these clips. No tools needed. And look, see this pinball rubber? That's actually to stuff the wires in. Okay? Actually, the power wire goes out there, and then we put that in. And then the back door fits on. You know, to take that playfield out, all you have to do is take these 3 bolts out, and that playfield will slide right out of the machine. These 3 bolts over there, see those? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 on this side. So that's 8, 9, 10, 11, and there's 2 bolts at the top. 12, 13. 13 bolts. This whole backside comes off. Look, a brand new 2x4 instead of the old 1x4s. Bulletproofed for the rest of your life. That has 2 new wheels on it. It looks a lot better than this. Look at this ghastly machine. Come over here, Walter, look. Now, unfortunately, this is pretty much beyond hope. This is going to get a high gloss black. I hate to do it.
Can't save them all.
I know, it's right, Walter, you can't. Now look, this is tomorrow. A very rare game. We almost got it back together. Boy, was that a wreck.
Yes, it was.
Wood, broken wood everywhere. Never again. That's a real rare video game you're going to see tomorrow. And, Walter, I want to go home.
Yeah, I'm tired.
You know, lately, I've just been fading away. Good night.
Are you still here?